All right, let's go this way. Why, hello there. I have a problem. I got fat! Let's fix it! What I want to do is vlog my experiences. Creating this series is mostly inspired by a YouTuber named Rusty Cage after he did a 30-day sobriety challenge after becoming a self-proclaimed alcoholic for many years. It was a really good watch. I highly recommend it. I'll leave a link in the description down below. And while I don't have an alcohol problem myself, I definitely have a calorie and sugar intake problem. Ugh. So I'm hoping by producing these videos, it's going to help me stay accountable and keep on track with this little experiment I'm about to do. First of all, I've never done an actual diet in my life. So really, I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing here. My whole life, I could eat whatever I want and I'd stay pretty skinny. It was great. Unfortunately, once I got a job that involved me mostly driving around the city, fast food became all too inviting for me. 5, sometimes even 6 days a week. That's not my only problem though, but I'll get back to all that in a second. Over the course of the past couple of years, I've noticed myself slowly gain weight, and while I didn't really want to go on a diet, I did make healthy changes in attempts to avoid having to do the inevitable. I used to eat 4 Eggo waffles drenched in maple syrup every morning before switching to eggs. I've also mostly switched to diet and sugar-free drinks. One of the worst things I used to do is when I'd get like a big bag of chocolates, I would just bring the whole thing to my computer desk and just munch on them for way too long. So what I changed was I would just grab a small handful in the kitchen and leave the bag in the kitchen and go to the computer. It's funny how just leaving it in a different room really helped with that. I also stopped having around 3 packs of gum a day, which I realize is a strange mini addiction. I had no idea. Apparently those are very bad for your digestion if you have too much gum. So if you didn't know that either, look it up, because apparently it's actually really bad for your stomach because your body thinks you're eating, and so it like kicks up your digestion system and it messes things up. I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I would just pop a piece of gum in, it would lose its flavor, I would spit it out and pop in a new one, and I'd just do that all day while at work. Unfortunately, I've noticed that all these small changes are just simply not enough. As I've slowly introduced these, I'm still going up in weight, and it sucks, and I want to fix it. So it's time to put a stop to it. For the first 18 years of my life or so, I definitely describe myself as a eat to live kind of person, not a live to eat kind of person. But as I've gotten older, I've definitely noticed, especially with fast food and the sweet, sugary chocolates, that's literally meant to be addictive, I've noticed the pendulum start to swing from eat to live, not live to eat, if that makes sense. Essentially, I'm saying I've used to not really care for eating food that much. Now I love to eat. It's become a big issue.
Obviously.
So my plan is I'm going to be doing the keto diets for 30 days from November 20th all the way until December 20th. Before continuing though, I'm actually making this pledge before I do a bunch of research into the keto diet, mostly just make it extra spicy. I like the challenge. And in case you're wondering, yes, I actually did clear this with my doctor, so I'm not going too crazy here. I do not want to die, so I should be safe. Also, if I notice any warning signs while I'm doing this, like I start to get really sick or something, which I do hear is quite common at the very beginning of this, but if I start to notice like or feel any really weird warning signs or I'm actually getting worried, I will definitely call it quits on this right away. I'm not gonna die for this, obviously, but I am gonna try it and see what happens. So why now? Why keto? I mostly just want to see if I can lose weight before I pig out at Christmas time with my family. I don't really have a particular weight loss goal for this 30 days, but I would like to lose enough weight to go to my family's house and then have them say something to the degree of, wow, are you losing weight? So I guess my goal is ultimately to be noticed I'm on a diet without telling people I'm on a diet. So that's the goal. So why keto? I know it's a fad diet and I know it's extremely restrictive. Whenever I've looked up in the past of how to eat healthier and how to diet, I've gotten the same advice over and over again, even when talking to specific people. Even when talking to specific people. They say, don't go on a diet, change your life, and just eat healthier. The problem with that for me is I need structure in my life. Without strict structure, I actually get really bad choice paralyzation, not just with food, but like everything in my life. So I really just need like a strict structure. It's why I've eaten Kraft Dinner's macaroni and cheese almost every single night since I was around 5 years old. I just don't know what to do otherwise unless a McDonald's drive-thru worker hands me a bag of food. I also know that by definition diets end. But if this goes well, and I think, you know, after 30 days, I get really into this, maybe it'll transition into me wanting to just do healthier stuff in general. And I'm perfectly okay with this diet ending. This is an experiment. I want to see what happens. Because yes, I'm aware you can't really do keto diet for a long time because it ultimately will have bad effects on your life. But 30 days should be fine. So before talking about the specific changes I'll be making, I want to first take you through a day in the life of what I currently eat. Alright, let's go!
Good morning. It is currently 6:45 a.m. in the morning. I just woke up. I'm going to show you what I eat during the day before I start my diet.
I start almost every day by eating 2 fried scrambled eggs with salt and pepper mixed in and put on toast. I also have a glass of milk. If I get hungry while at work, I have Nature Valley granola bars to snack on. It's assorted peanut butter, almonds, my personal favorite, and dark chocolate, my least favorite. For lunchtime, I normally cycle through fast food restaurants throughout the week. McDonald's on Mondays, Wendy's on Tuesdays, Burger King on Wednesdays for Whopper Wednesday, and then normally McDonald's and Wendy's again interchangeably on Thursdays and Fridays. For supper, I almost always have a box of Kraft Dinner macaroni cheese with a glass of milk, followed up by a few chocolates, depending on what I have. For the weekend, the only changes I really have is I don't have lunch, and for breakfast, I'll add 5 strips of bacon and 4 oven-baked hash browns in addition to the 2 eggs on toast. Alright, so that's what I normally eat during the day and during the week. So there's one last thing I want to do before I end this, and I see you guys next time, which will hopefully be in a week or so. I gotta weigh myself. I actually haven't weighed myself in a few months. Last time I checked, I was around 210 pounds, and I'm 5 foot 7 inches tall. So, honestly, for being this overweight, because I really am pretty overweight, 210 pounds for 5 foot 7, I'm a pretty big boy right now. Honestly, though, if I could be so bold as to lift my shirt, like, I have a bit of, like, pregnant belly, but it's not too bad, I really don't think. Like, I have some, like, neck thing, too. My skin's really stretchy, but it's actually kind of always been that way, so it's like I was always meant to be fat. So it's like, even when I grab the fat, you know, it's like, there's not that much, there's something there, but if I, like, flex, here's me, like, extending my belly as much as possible, right? So you can tell, but if I, like, flex, like, there's not that much there, and if I grab it when I flex, it's like, there's honestly not that much flab. There's some, but, like, for what I've seen, around 140 to 160 is average for someone of my size and age. So, being 210, if I go to a lower scale, that's around 70 pounds overweight. That's a lot of extra weight. So I'm honestly not too sure where all this weight is. I just know I feel it certainly, and I want to fix it, as I've reiterated many times. So, without further ado, let's go see how much I currently weigh. Okay, so about 205 pounds. Actually somehow lost weight in the past couple months. Didn't see that one coming. Got a nice head start. Obviously, I'm still super overweight though, so let's see what happens, shall we? I'll see you guys very soon. Bye.